at the Windsor Fair. Tomorrow is half-price admission and ride day. Something to look forward to. And speaking of looking forward, we're looking forward to a big send-off. I believe it's September 10th at Lake St. George Brewery, Steve Hughes.
That's correct, yep, from 5 to 8.
5 to 8 at Lake St., which is right off Route 3 on the Marshall Shores Road. So, and they have
really good beer.
Really good beer. They do have good beer. But you're headed out to the West Coast.
Yeah, all the way to San Diego.
Wow.
About just over 2 weeks. 2 weeks away from today.
Now you're an Air Force veteran, and you're going to be riding a bike from San Diego to where, Steve?
I'm going to finish in Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what we have set up right now, anyways.
Wow, no kidding. Now, this is how long is this ride going to take?
Well, we have allotted 63 days. When I sat down and figured out the distance and how many miles I wanted to do a day, and the terrain takes, is a big part of it as well. So 63 days. I'll start on the 19th of September.
Yep.
In San Diego. We'll dip our wheels in the Pacific, and we'll finish. I think I have it set for 21 November in Jacksonville, and then we'll dip our front wheel in the Atlantic. So.
Right, Jacksonville's northeast Florida.
Yes,
right?
yes, yep, right up close to the Georgia border.
Yeah. Now, how far is the ride in total?
It's right around 3,100 miles.
Yep. Whoa. Wow, that's a long ride on a bike.
It's a long way on a bike. Yeah.
Now, how many miles a day do you presume you're going to ride?
Well, my first day is 51 miles. Most days are 50 to 80 miles. I think I've got a couple of close to 90-mile days, but I'd say most of them are 60, 70.
Wow. Now, of course, I mean, you've got to figure. Now, let's preface this before we go any further by saying you're a disabled veteran. You're an Air Force veteran, you and your wife, Deb.
Yep. Well, I spent 28 years active duty Air Force. Towards the end of my career, I had a series of back operations, and the doctor made a mistake on the last one, and as a result, I've lost what they say loss of use of my lower left leg, and I have to wear a brace to walk. But I can clip in on my bike, and it's like being, quote unquote, normal again.
Right. But I mean, is that a handicap in any way to riding a bike?
No, I don't have full strength in my left leg, so I do rely more on my right leg.
Sure.
I do suffer from muscle spasms, and sometimes the riding aggravates that a little bit.
Yeah.
But I have what I need, and I'm ready to go. And this is a challenge, and that's what this is all about: challenging yourself and encouraging others to challenge themselves to keep pushing through these obstacles that we all face in our lives.
And raising money for great causes.
Raising money for 3 very awesome charities that all 3 have a special place and meaning to me. The Travis Mills Foundation here in Maine.
Yeah.
Talk about somebody who encourages people to never quit and never give up, as he says.
Amen.
Project Hero, they do a lot of work with PTSD and traumatic brain injury, not just for veterans, but for first responders as well.
Yep.
And they do it through cycling, so it was a perfect marriage for me. And then the Air Force Enlisted Village out of Shalimar, Florida. And this is an organization that's celebrating 50 years this year. One of the founding fathers of this program was Bob Hope, and they provide homes for widows and widowers of initially Air Force veterans. They do have Army, Navy, and Marine Corps veterans there as well, and they have a great assisted care facility for our veterans. Just an amazing place, and it has a special place for me as well. So.
That's fantastic. You're doing it for veterans. You're doing it for self-worth and proving you can do it, proving to other people who are disabled. You're a role model. You're becoming a role model for people all across the country, and that says a lot. And I hope you get a lot of media coverage in each one of the places you are riding through, so people can see, hey, this guy can do it. This guy from Maine can do this, 3,100 miles or whatever it is like that. Why can't I do it, right?
Right. And, but the 2 things that I try to point out is, even though 60 is the new 40, that's what I've been told, 60-year-old disabled vet. Now there are a lot of people out there who are in a lot worse shape than me and do a heck of a lot more, and they push themselves hard. And I just, again, as you said, I want people to see that we all face obstacles. You know, some of them are look more daunting than others, but we can do whatever we put our minds to doing to a point. I'm not telling people they need to get up and get on a bike and ride 3,100 miles.
Right.
I say, get up, take an extra step today.
Right.
Go outside.
Go for a walk.
Whatever it takes to get yourself up and moving. Because if you're not, it's the obstacle is going to remain there in front of you if you don't challenge it, right?
Absolutely. I look at people like Travis Mills, like you, like my wife who rides the Trek across Maine every year, and I think, and I can't even walk 3 or 4 miles a day. I pale in comparison. And this is what I like. I mean, you clearly were inspired by others who are disabled and have done amazing things, and you're doing this for others to inspire them. And I think that what a great circle. I mean, there should be more of this going on, and less bad stuff. This is good news for a change.
Yeah, this is, and I've actually vowed I'm going to stay away from all the bad stuff the next 3 months. Deb and I are going to focus on the ride, meeting great people along the way, spreading word about the charities and raising money for the charities, and just experiencing 3 months of life in areas that we've. To see a place on a bicycle, to ride through the desert on a bicycle is going to be so much different than driving at 55, 60 miles an hour. So I'm just really looking forward to that as well.
I've got a song just came to me. Been through the desert on a bike with no name. How about that?
Well, we'll do it.
That's good. Steve Hughes, thank you so much. Go to the Cruisin' Facebook page. Go to my Facebook page. Get your website right there up top. You click on it, you go right to Steve's website, you see exactly what he's doing. You can follow his blog starting after September 10th. What is the day of the actual start?
So I ride on the 19th. Kickoff event in San Diego on the 18th at another brewery, Thorn Brewery, anybody who knows anybody in San Diego. And then just every day from there, a couple days off in between. And so, my website, www.iridewithsteve.com, everything on there. If anybody wants to any small business want to sponsor me for a day, I'm doing that as a business expense for them. And the donations for the charities, all of it's on there. Just it's a good website that my son-in-law, Dale Short, put together for me.
Fantastic. iridewithsteve.com. You get to it, you watch the video blog, you donate if you can, help out these veterans charities, help out and encourage Steve Hughes. Steve, thank you very much. You're a good man. Thank you for your service, and thank you for your time here this morning on the Cruisin' Morning Show. September 10th, Lake St. George Brewery on the Marshall Shores Road in Liberty. You want to be there for Steve's send-off to wish him well and meet him, you can do that. 8:13 now.
I was tired of my lady.